What's up guys, Fall3nWarrior here with a very special video for you. Today I will be giving you a first look at Lawbreakers, which is a brand new PC FPS game that is currently in development. In today's video I will be talking about my first impressions and thoughts about the game. I was also able to record some gameplay and I will go through the different player classes in the future. Since the developer will be adding more people to the closed alpha soon, you should head over to their website and sign up if you are interested. The link will be in the description down below. Anyways, that is all for now, and I hope you enjoy. So I will start things off by saying that I like Lawbreakers and I think it has some serious potential. In the current alpha there are 4 characters to choose from. I will go into each of them in a later video, but for now let's just say each character has its benefits and drawbacks. Overall I would say that the characters are very balanced. The game itself plays similarly to Overwatch, where each character has 3 abilities. Just like in Overwatch, you use the keys Shift, E, and Q to activate your abilities, each of which have varying cooldowns depending on the character you choose. Your Q is your ultimate ability and has a longer cooldown than the rest. I would say that the gameplay is very fast paced and that it compares to gameplay like in Team Fortress 2 and Quake. However, it still seems to separate itself from any of the other games I just mentioned. The game mode that I tested in the alpha was Turf War. This game mode is comparable to Conquest in Battlefield or Domination in Call of Duty. The only difference is that the capture zones are active intermittently. Once all 3 zones on the map are taken, either by your team or the enemy, then they go inactive and points are added to each team's score. Each capture zone is worth a point. It can be contested, but once it is captured, then it locks until the rest of the points are also taken by either team. Basically, you have to fight to capture 3 different parts of the map in order to gain points intermittently. You can use the time when the capture points are inactive to try and push the enemy back and get better positioning. I felt that this game mode was very unique and it was pretty fun to play. This brings me to map design. The maps were well made and the layouts made sense. The level designers did a good job creating a multi-level combat environment where it is really hard for either team to spawn camp each other, since there are many flanking routes the players can take to each capture zone. The textures and shaders looked amazing for an alpha and I cannot wait to see what the finished product is. I did add an effect in Adobe Premiere to my gameplay to help boost a bit of the color, but it looks similar to what they display on their website and I think they will deliver on the quality that they are advertising. I ran the game using a GTX 770 and it ran very smoothly with only a few frame rate drops here and there. It would probably run even better on a GTX 900 series or higher. My experience with playing online was great. I did not expect there to be any sort of voice communication at this time and there wasn't any. However, I hope they will add it so teams can communicate better. Right now, there is only text chat for communication. The game servers ran super smoothly, and I had little to no rubber banding. It seems like their netcode is well constructed and lag does not really affect the playability of the game at all. I have to stress that for an alpha, this game runs and plays very well. Personally, I feel that this game would be incredible to watch as an esport. I think that the developers should definitely create a ranked game system as well as a professional league. It would be incredible to watch the best of the best go at it. Since my review so far has been mostly glowing, I will now tell you my issues with the game. While it is fun to play at the moment, it kind of feels as though it is lacking character diversity. I feel that they need to add more characters to the game to help keep players more interested. I also feel that the game has a bit of a learning curve and may be a bit difficult for kids who have never played something like this. While it took me an hour or so to figure things out, it was still a little tough to pick up on the fly. This issue could be solved by a beginner tutorial included with the final game. One more thing that I struggled with was the fact that the cooldowns on your abilities are in the bottom left corner of the screen. Since I'm right-eye dominant, I found that I had trouble knowing when my abilities were available for use. It might be good to introduce a customizable HUD to allow players to position certain elements of the HUD based on personal preference. I do know that since it is an alpha that the game will definitely change before its release. I just hope that the developers maximize its potential. So in conclusion, Lawbreakers is a great fast-paced FPS game with a very unique concept. It seems to be a blend of Overwatch, TF2, and Quake with game modes that we have seen in Battlefield and Call of Duty. The game looks, runs, and plays amazingly well for a game in alpha stages. While I personally feel it lacks some diversity in its character choice, I think the developers will continue to keep up the good work and maximize the game's full potential. Currently, due to the lack of character diversity, I find that the game gets a bit boring over time. Since the developers said that it is not going to be a free-to-play game, I am curious to see what they're going to price it at. I feel that a $15 to $25 price range is fair. I would definitely not pay $60 for it unless there is some serious changes. Anyways, that is my review of Lawbreakers. I definitely think you should check it out. If you liked the video, feel free to drop a like and consider subscribing to my channel. I will be releasing a couple more gameplay videos that delve more into each of the characters I was able to play in the alpha. Let me know what you guys think about the game so far in the comment section below, and also feel free to check out some of the other videos on my channel. Since the gameplay runs a bit longer, feel free to stick around to see the rest of my first match. Unfortunately, my first recording did not capture any sound, but there will be sound in my upcoming videos. Anyways, that's it for me, and I will see you all soon.
Now where's that little bitch who shot me?